This is one of the best things about part-time van life. You don't need to pack anything. Your stuff is already in the van. You just put it in drive and you go. Where you end up is your decision. And today, I ended up at Lower Campbell Lake with my dog, Ruka. For the people that don't know, my name is Nate, and I built this camper van behind me. And I thought I'd take you out to one of my favorite spots on Vancouver Island. Now, like I said, this is one of my favorite spots on Vancouver Island. And there's many reasons why I like this spot, but one of the main reasons is because the campsite that we're on is basically on the end of Lower Campbell Lake, meaning we can see pretty much the entire lake. And the campsite here too is just phenomenal. There's two sites here, both have enough to hold a lot of people, and they both have their own private beachfront, which I think is just amazing for a spot like this. But I think one of the reasons why this spot takes the cake is just because of this raised platform that holds the fire ring. And something about this is just awesome. Imagine sitting here with a nice cozy fire eating dinner. It is amazing. Don't mind Ruka over there. I think she wants to swim a little bit more. Get your stick. I wanted to get here a little bit earlier today because, like I said in my previous video, light on Vancouver Island goes down very early. Like, it gets dark around 5:30. So it's only 3:30 right now. We've got about maybe 2 hours of light left. So today we're just going to be playing with Ruka. I might try and do a little bit of fishing. We're going to cook some dinner, and then I think we're going to play some video games tonight. It's pretty exciting. Now, I thought I had everything in my van, but I actually did forget one thing. I forgot my phone charger. And it's not like I'm going to be on it all day or need to use it. It's just, you know, it's nice to have. But I bet my phone will die sometime tomorrow. It's already getting a little bit cold out here. And I did bring my own bucket of dry firewood. So I'm going to start up a fire right now just so I can cozy up around the fire while it's not raining. So this morning, I woke up, I brushed my teeth, and I checked YouTube. And we hit 1,000 subscribers today. I don't even know what to say. I'm so thankful. Thank you guys so much for getting me this far. I always thought hitting that milestone was going to be maybe a year down the line. But the fact that we got there in 4.5 months is just, it's amazing to me. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing, for watching the videos and leaving comments. I appreciate you guys so much. I wouldn't be here without you guys. But let's keep on going. Who knows what other milestones we'll be able to hit. And a huge goal of mine is 100,000 subscribers. I know that sounds eager. I know that sounds ambitious, but it's something I've dreamt of since I was a little kid. And I think this is my best opportunity to do so. I'm going to keep on making videos for you guys. And if you're currently enjoying the video, consider subscribing, helping out the channel. But once again, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It means so much to me. And as you can see, we're already losing daylight. And you can also see that my fire isn't doing too well. I think some of the wood that I brought was a bit wet, which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, what can you do? All right. right, I think it's about dinner time. Just to prove to you guys, 5:30, completely dark out. Anyways, today we are going to make creamy lemon herb chicken pasta. I don't know how it's going to turn out. If you watch my third ever video, you know I'm not the best at cooking chicken, but here we are. We're going to try it again. I have no measuring cups, nothing to measure anything, so a lot of this is just going to be by feel and by eye. But you guys know I'm not the best at cooking, so we're just going to wing it, see how it turns out. While that's heating up, we are going to drench the chicken in this flour mixture. Now, I've never chopped parsley before. I've never even used it before. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm just going to chop it up. And so to this pan with a little bit of oil in there, we're going to add some chicken broth. We're going to get some nice lemon juice in there. Now, I don't have a lemon zester. I don't know if this works, but I'm gonna try it. It does smell lemony. It smells good. Put our chicken back in the pan. Just kind of stir them around, get them nice and coated. So I just realized I did not record the construction of the pasta chicken creamy lemon herb bowl, but here it is. And I actually did forget one thing, a lemon. And there we go. That's our finished dinner. Tell me that doesn't look good. I'm excited. Now, as much as I want to eat this around the fire, as you can see, there is no fire and I don't want to start it again. This is going to be the start of cozying into the van tonight. Going up. All right, it's finally time to eat dinner. All right, so it's probably been over 10 minutes since I plated my food, which probably means it's going to be a little cold. But I'm not going to let that stop me from enjoying it to its fullest potential. First bite. Wow, the first thing I noticed is how lemon it actually tastes. The chicken isn't very warm, so that's unfortunate, but the noodles are decent. And anyone new tuning into the channel just now, yes, this van is inspired by Trent the Traveler. This is definitely one of the better meals I've cooked on this channel. If you watched my Halloween video, you know I forgot a water bottle last time, so this time I came prepared. But of course this time I forgot a phone charger. Worthy trade-off? Hard to say. I don't think so. Completely gone except for that lemon. Now, I did set up Starlink earlier today, but it was acting a little bit weird. It was cutting out and cutting back in, cutting out, cutting back in. Not the best for gaming. Yeah, you can see how much it's dipping out of service here. I'm not really sure why it's doing that. I do know that I don't have the Starlink pointed north, which is the way it's supposed to be pointed. But if I were to move it to that orientation, it would be looking at a bunch of trees. So I don't know what's better, an open sky but in the wrong direction, or a little bit of sky but trees in the right direction. But it's dipping in and out of service so much that I'm never going to be able to play a game like that. So I think I'm going to go out there and just see if there's a better location where I can angle it more north, or I don't know. I'm just going to take a look. All right, so you can see where I've got the Starlink, and it's got beautiful open sky right here. Although it needs to be pointed like this, where all these trees are. So maybe I can move it down a bit closer to the water and a bit more straight up, and maybe that will improve my signal. I have no idea. Wow, not bad. 175 download. 22 ping. That's definitely good enough to play some games. Can it stay connected for long enough? That's the question. Well, I've been moving this Starlink around and it won't work. I've never had this happen to me with Starlink. It's never cut out this much. And my phone's at 9%, so I won't be able to see all the data that I'm getting from the Starlink app right now. So I put it in a spot where hopefully my laptop can get at least some Wi-Fi from it. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to game on this. It's just too patchy. I was just doing a little bit of research on something and the internet cut out again. But while I've been here, I've just been kind of thinking what other games I could play, and I did think of one that you do not need a Wi-Fi connection to play. And I'm willing to bet most of you have heard of it before. And it is called Minecraft. I created a world where I only play it out camping, but I've only played it once or twice. So we're going to load up this world and get back to work. Oh, I remember this now. Oh my god, I totally forgot about this world. Holy crap. So a little backstory to what you're seeing on your screen right now. This is a replica of a campsite that me and my friends stayed at. So me and a few buddies, we went out camping on January of 2024. We went out around Salmon River and we just tried to find a spot, not knowing if we were going to find one. But eventually we found a pretty big established campsite that was meant for horses. It was a horse camp. But since it was snowy and in January, nobody was there. And in the center of this campsite was this amazing structure with a nice wood stove in the center. It had a full wall of firewood. We are so lucky that we found that spot, because without it, we would not have been able to make a fire and we would just be cold the whole time. We'd get drenched in snow. It would have been a pretty terrible weekend, but it turned into an amazing one because we found this spot. And a year later, I camped there again, and I made this in Minecraft while camping there. I totally forgot that I built this. That is so funny. Whew, this is a deep cave. Oh. I did not design this van for gaming, by the way, so it's not the most comfortable, but it does work. You can still manage it. Oh my goodness, okay. So I'm not gonna want to go too far down there. Oh, got a few diamonds here. Alright, well we came back with a few more diamonds, some more iron. That cave that I was in was just terrifying. It was in an ancient city, so I didn't really want to risk it too much. But now we're back here. I think I'm ready to close this down. Hello, Ruka. Hello.
Kids, you remember the captain. He was one of the richest men in New York.
Well, guys, it's about that time where me and Ruka are just settling into bed here. If you watch the Halloween video, you know that I have a heated blanket under here. And I can't lie, these heated blankets are a game changer for the van, if you have the battery bank for it. The Halloween video was the first time I ever tried a heated blanket in a van, and I'm using it right now, and oh my god, it is just so nice. 100% recommend it if you have a larger battery bank. But right now, me and Ruka are just settling into bed. I've got a show on my laptop over there. It is How I Met Your Mother. Oh, I am tired. So I think I'm just going to put on this show, and me and Ruka will see you guys in the morning. So we'll see you then. Good morning, guys. My phone is officially dead, so that means I have to turn on my laptop to see the time, and it is 9:20, right about there. remember why this is one of my favorite spots on the island. Just look at how beautiful this is. So you can see this is where I put the Starlink last night, and you'd think it would have a good connection, but it really did not last night. It kept on cutting out. I tried to put it here pointing north, which this is north, but as you can see there is a ton of trees blocking the view from the sky. So I opted to go for right here and get a good chunk of the sky, but just not in the right direction. I don't know if there's something wrong with my unit, or maybe it's literally just because it's not looking north. I didn't get the chance to do any fishing yesterday, so I think I'm gonna do some this morning. So on this very spot, the first time I ever camped here, one of my buddies caught the biggest trout I have ever seen. Nothing today. Hey, when we go fly fishing in the river, I'll catch something, okay? I'm not very good at this lake stuff. Some of you know, before I leave my campsite, I like to do a quick garbage pickup. I always keep a garbage picker and some garbage bags in my van for this reason. So I'm gonna do a quick cleanup around this camp and we'll be on the road. I found a full, unopened peace tea bottle in the bush. You know, this campsite wasn't even too bad. I thought it was going to be worse. But we did our garbage picking, and I think we're ready to get out of here. Well guys, I think that's going to be the end of today's video. If you made it this far into my 15th video, I can't thank you enough. And once again, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. That is so crazy to me. Thank you so much. If you have enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, maybe even a comment, and I will see you guys next time.
Climb aboard that daylight flyer, tip your cap and pay your fare. Track is winding,